guys. Alcivan, Bamboo Inn. Just kidding. So, to continue yesterday, yesterday we were working on this Jinashi turned into Jimori flute. So, just a little bit about philosophical ideas about Jinashi. So, there's a lot of camps about, you know, the purity of the Jinashi flute and stuff like that. So, uh, many people in Japan believe or they think that to have a bamboo that is less worked or more closer to nature is better. And so, for me, I subscribe to the idea that everything is evolving and that we're all part of the process of time, and everything is influenced by everything else. So the evolution of shakuhachi is all mixed in with people with influences from all over the countries, or the traditions, or ideas that have entered Japan have influenced the shakuhachi. So um, in in the shakuhachi case, this idea of jinashi is sort of a myth, and so I can't go into it right now. It's such a very full, a really broad type of talk or history about the history of this kind of flute. But to make a long story short, or put it into a nutshell, my approach to making flutes, shakuhachi flutes, is that if you shakuhachi is a meditation tool for your development, self-development, but also for your enjoyment. A musical instrument, yet also a meditation tool. So anything you can do to improve the flute in a musical way is okay by me. And so I'm still learning. I'm not. I wouldn't call myself the greatest maker in the world, but when you make a, when I make flutes, if I hear a pressure point that is naturally the bamboo is too narrow at some points, I don't mind filling it with some kind of filler, whether it be G or epoxy putty or whatever, to make the note stable. And so, subscribing to nice interval of pitch that is related to that particular scale, the pentatonic, I get that, and I want to get it nice and accurate. And so, in the relationship to this flute that we're doing, getting back to the process. So yesterday we spent about a couple hours in the evening. The Utuguchi was a little bit, the bamboo was a bit weak, so we put in a Utaguchi insert, which is made out of some old deer horn that one of my shakuhachi friends in Japan gave me. So you put a new insert, so it's nice and hard now, and so that was a whole process. Later I'll show you. But now what I'm going to do today is yesterday, the day before, we put in the holes, and then we tuned the holes pretty good, on uppercutting the top end of the flute to make the pitch rise because it was too flat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to smoothen out the inside of the holes, the inside of the bore, so that when the air flows through, when you blow and the air flows through the holes, it's a lot more smoother when the airflow exits the holes. And so I use a few tools for that. I like to use a Dremel because the Dremel is nice and fast, and it's very, it makes the inside really smooth. And so I have a particular tool. Sometimes I use a different insert or a Dremel bit, but this in this particular instance, I like to use this kind of arrowhead tip, where I can control the smoothness with the angle, and you'll see how I do it. So here we go. So we're gonna smooth the inner portion of the holes, flaring it out a little bit, and here we go. Okay, so here we go. So I carefully, really nicely make the inner part of the flute smooth, the hole. Because when you initially drill the hole in, zzz, there's an angle and it's really sharp, and it makes the air flow unsmoothly. So with this thing I'm doing, I'm making the angle less sharp and make the airflow smoother. We just gently kind of make it round. So that's one hole. Next hole. Really feel it. Nice. Next hole. This Dremel tool is great because it's exactly 10.5 centimeters. So it fits right into the hole. Shakuhachi hole. Nice and smooth. Next one. Because it's rough in there right now. You want to make everything nice and smooth. Last one, bottom hole. There you go. So smooth. Oh yeah. Try that.